Titus James here, always motivating you, always giving you some simple insight. That's just what I do. Conflict. I've been thinking about conflict for the past couple of days because of things that have happened around me. It's made me consider what conflict is. You have conflict between one person and another, but you've also got conflict within your own mind. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Did I do good? Did I do bad? Should I? Shouldn't I? Will I? Won't I? I could go on and on and on. Some of the bigger ones are, do I have money? I don't have money. Can I make money? I can't make money. And those kind of things bring more tension to us than ever, because we all need money to exchange goods and services. So it becomes something that creates a lot of conflict in a lot of people's minds. What's that going to make you do? Well, that depends on the individual that you are. But conflict is a really big thing. Now, how do you deal with conflict? What do? You're driving on the road and somebody cuts in front of you. Excuse me. What does that make you want to do? Does it make you want to shout, scream, or do you just let it go? Conflict is something that will constantly come up right the way through the day. A lot of the conflict begins in your own mind because it's a response to something that you're seeing, something that you're hearing, something that you're feeling already, something that you're thinking about already. And your conflict comes up as to what you should do. Should you keep thinking about it in the way that you're thinking about it? Stop thinking about it altogether? Or should you look for another way to consider what you're thinking about? So conflict, I say, is a very big thing that you have to consider, as in consider how you deal with it. Consider how it makes you feel when something doesn't go the way you want it to, because that is a major form of conflict. I would suggest that some of the things that you can do are, first, as always, be aware of it. Don't try to fix it. Just accept that it actually exists. Accept that when conflict arises, you might not always do what you should do. No one's perfect, but you can always keep pushing towards it. Now, the first thing I would say after that is make sure that your mind understands and you understand and accept that you can control your responses whenever anything happens. So as soon as something comes up that conflicts with the way either you see the world or the way you want your day to go, this particular moment of it, remember that you can control that. Now, conflict always looks for a response, but the first thing I try to give conflict is no response, because it doesn't know what to do. It's trying to find something to get me to react, and I just decide, well, I'm not going to react. I'm going to just take a moment and think of nothing. And in the next moment, I'm going to look again at that conflict as something that isn't happening now, something that's in the past. So what do I need to take from it into my present and carry on into my future? These processes, believe me, I'm just talking about what I would do. It works best when you find what you would do when conflict happens. To find that, you just have to start by being aware of it, silence it for a moment, and then allow yourself to learn things. You might take some of what I'm telling you, or you might find something elsewhere. You might find your own way, but you should find a way to better deal with conflict instead of letting conflict better deal with you. Now, all the time, I try to help to motivate you, but you know that I say you are already motivated, so you're already motivated to deal with conflict in a particular way. That's why the awareness thing is really good, so you can find out how you're currently dealing with conflict. You may not need to change how you're dealing with it, but if you do, you need to open your mind and just accept that fact, and then start watching how you react to conflict and see what you do, and also look for ways that you can adapt, change, move forward, or hold back from your reaction. Your responses are everything, people. Titus James here motivating you. It's just what I do.